What kinds of things have you been restricted with so far?
Usually anything with defense. They don't want me doing a lot of contact stuff or putting my body in a position, an awkward position.
Going forward, when you do get back out on the field, what's not having seen game action since last year? What's the biggest thing you're gonna have to think about? Getting back to the swing of things.
I'm really not too worried about that. I think towards the end of the season, the game really started to slow down, and Coach Nuss's offense is pretty similar to what we were doing last year, so the transition's been pretty easy. I've been able to do a lot of footwork and fundamental stuff, so it's kind of just getting back into the swing of things. But I think I'll be all right to go once they do clear me.
Yeah. With Coach Nuss's offense coming in, what have been the big differences that you've seen so far?
Just he brings a different intensity to practice. He demands the best out of everybody. If something's not done right, we're going to look at it and we're going to make sure it's fixed that day or that moment. And that's big for us.
What kinds of things that has he been kind of pointing out or tweaking, especially so far?
Just footwork, fundamentals. Making sure the quarterbacks are doing their right reads, getting their eyes in the right place, making sure we're all running crisp routes, even in walkthroughs. All the fundamentals and stuff.
People talk about the rehab process being a little bit more mental and physical, about equal parts mental and physical. What have you seen in your coverage so far?
That's a good point. I think I've done a real good job of keeping a positive mentality and a positive outlook, and that's allowed me to come back pretty fast. Have a more quick healing time than a lot of people. So the mental part, I think, as long as you keep a positive outlook, it'll help you out. And then the physical part, that's with our strength staff and our training staff. They've done a good job and helped me out with that.
And the other part too is you talk about not wanting to come back too quick, not wanting to do too much. I think that's the other strain in the mental part is you feel like you can do it, you want to test it, but then you just don't want to give it the opportunity.
Yeah, definitely, and that's what I was just saying there is I'm learning patience for the first time in my life. I'm not really a very patient guy. I would love to be out there practicing with the guys right now, but they're being smarter than I would. I'm only at 5 months right now, so I still got a good little bit before I can get back into the swing of things.
Building on the switch of coordinators, how does Nussmeier use the tight end position differently than Borges did?
We do a lot of similar things in the run game, but I think we'll be more involved in the pass game this year, where if we're out in the flat as a check down, we may get the ball dumped out to us a few times, but it's a lot of similarities between last year's offense and this year's as well.
Have the blocking schemes been easier to pick up now?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say they're easier because they are similar, and I got a year under my belt, and we all do, where we can have a better understanding of the game, and the game's really slowed down as well.
Now it's probably already been asked, but what does it feel like to be the guy coming into this year and all of a sudden freak accident, tear ACL? What is it like? This kind of just down and out.
Yeah, it was pretty tough the first day, and there's a funny story. The first day I tore it, I was kind of feeling down about myself, and I went to go eat dinner at the Commons, and I saw a kid that was blind tapping his way through the hallways, and it kind of put things into perspective where even on your worst day you still have it better than a lot of people. So that's helped me keep a positive attitude going forward. And these kind of injuries are tough, but I got a great team, a lot of great support behind me, and that's all been a helping factor.
How do you feel about the tight ends behind you? Do you think they can do well in your absence?
Oh, definitely. I think we got a great group of guys. We all know the game. We all are physically ready to go in there, and we're all here working hard. So I think it'll be a good season for us as a group.
All right. Thanks, Jake.
Do you find yourself kind of taking a leadership role? You're a young guy still, but you played a lot last year, and you got some young guys coming up behind you. So what kind of leadership role are you taking on, even though you're out?
Yeah, I definitely am trying to step in as a leader because I think my understanding of the game is pretty high, and getting a chance to play last year, I also understand what it takes. I don't want the team to go through what we did last year with the 7-6 season. So I think just with leadership things, I want to help bring energy to practice, make sure guys are focused, and if I see something wrong like footwork or fundamentals, I'm there to help them through it and correct it.